Hello guys, it is Jead and I cannot believe the state of these Prem Team of the Season leaks. So many people are going to be really happy, so many people are going to be fuming. We need to talk about it. And as well as that, when are we getting our first 3 Playstyle Plus evolution? Because we are desperate for one during Team of the Season. And the state of evolutions at the minute anyway is all over the place. And on top of all of that, how am I taking advantage of this state of the market right now in FC26 to just print ridiculous amounts of coins? It's kind of broken, price fixing. We've got to talk about it. So let's jump into it. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Let's all have a fantastic week. Let me know, did you watch the football yesterday? Are Arsenal going to bottle the league? Yes or no? Who's winning it? Liverpool winning the derby as well, so we love that. But in terms of FC26, why does it feel so negative at the minute? Everything feels so negative. Is it just the evolutions? Was it anything to do with yesterday's content? Well, yesterday on the game, I'm sure you guys will have seen, we got 2 players to the game, and both of them are okay. We get Dominic Berardi, but is this just me, or is this the most boring card ever? Nothing wrong with it, by the way. Go and use this card if you want. He's about 100,000 coins, give or take, but 94 pace, 93 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling, 88 physical, really nice. 6 foot, but explosive, not too bad. 4-star, 4-star. Playstyle plus is a fine with rapid and finesse, and the inventive is a bit of a waste, but he does have incisive, ping, technical, quick step. He looks like a really decent card, but like, it's a little bit boring. Literally because he's 4-star, 4-star. I don't know. Maybe I'm being complaining. I think it's really good value. Put it that way. I think it's really good value for like a meta right winger. I don't know. I just don't want to go and complete this. It just feels a bit boring to me because there's nothing special about it. But again, really meta right winger. If you had a 3rd playstyle plus that was decent, like rapid, finesse, and tech, we're talking like a different level of card. But he's kind of still a 2 playstyle plus card, although I know a lot of you guys do love inventive. But I would say, yeah, Berardi, definitely a complete if you've got the fodder there for it for 100,000 coins. The other card, however, we got a batter shooter card. Now, this card's coming in at 500,000 coins. Who do you think will be better in game, Berardi or batter shooter? Almost certainly Berardi. Now, obviously, batter shooter is a striker, it's icon, it's batter shooter, like it. There's different levels to it, right? I get it. I do get it. But who's completing this card when we get the Berardi on the same day for a 1/5 of the price? It feels a bit weird to me. If EA want to do these icon SBCs like Batistute and make them 100 to 200,000 coins as well, I know they're more on the market, like it is what it is, but make them cheap. People will go and complete them and just use them in gauntlet teams, because that's what this card is, by the way. This card's a gauntlet card. I would stay well clear. But the most hyped SBC, of course, of yesterday is what I want to talk about, because you guys now can go and complete, finally, the premium Serie A League upgrades. Where are they? Right at the back. There you go. Premium Serie A League upgrades. Now, of course, these do take rares, but they've always took rares. So 11 rare gold players. However, the pack grind's really easy right now. You do all the dailies, you do the provisions, you do all, like, basically everything that's free, right? All the daily SBCs. You put all your commons into the crafting upgrade. The team and season crafting upgrade still really good. You put all your rares into the Serie A upgrade, and you just rinse and repeat. And yeah, you might run out of cards every single day, but you get a really nice little cycle of them just doing the provisions anyway. So it's not too bad. Now, of course, you can grind these separately. If you want, you can go and buy rares. You can do the premium mixed league upgrades. Have you guys packed any team of the seasons from these? Because in the Discord, in the pack show-off channel, I was seeing the other day a lot of decent Serie A cards coming out of these packs, right? I've also seen a few messes, by the way. Take a look at this. If you guys think you've got bad pack luck, someone in the Discord just pack this. Honestly, unbelievable, right? That's the state we're competing against when we've got our bad pack weight, boys and girls. But yeah, go and do them. I was seeing loads of Serie A cards. Not the big boys, by the way. No Yildiz, no Paz. Hopefully one of you guys can get them, so let me know. But they're great. I just like these premium upgrades in general. That's always something to do on the game. When we're going to talk evolutions and it being a bit meh, having something to do on the game is great. Now, we're not done. That was all the SBCs we got yesterday. However, what you guys are probably thinking is, that's great and all, but still, surely the 2 most hyped players are Marco Reus and Heung-min Son. And as you can see, I have completed both of them. And let me give you the 100% non-biased review of these 2 cards, because we've been using them in a Champs Challenge with Team of the Season Messi. And by the way, the full challenge, the full video, plus our entire Champs rewards will be going on the little Jead channel. If you want to check it out, I'll try and put it in the description. But by the way, first of all, Messi is absolutely insane. If you guys have 7 million coins to go and buy this card, I would go and buy this card. He's absolutely broken. Yes, he does cost 7 million coins, and that's why I'm not on 17 or on like 10 million, but he's absolutely broken. With Son and Reus, very quick review. You can go watch the full video on the second channel. Reus is better. There you go. There's a quick review. Reus is like an 8 out of 10. Son's like a 6 out of 10. Son's very underwhelming. The no incisive. If anyone's tried Son, let me know how he played at left mid. I've been trying him at striker in this formation, and the no through balls just is not the one, man. It's not the one. Whereas Reus, that incisive pass plus, as well as having the finesse and no driven, like makes such a difference. Reus feels insane at cam. Son feels very average at striker. That's my review of the 2 cards. But that's not where people have been complaining, man. EA And the game in general, it's felt negative during the first week of Team of the Season. I mean, the game always feels negative because it's FC, right? But it's felt negative because of one thing. Evolutions, like, it just doesn't make any sense. I can't really explain it, right? The Swan of Utrecht. Okay, here's my Benzema in the Swan of Utrecht. What do you guys notice about this Benzema card? It's 2 playstyle plus, and it's about the same stat boost we've had for the past month. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. There is zero purpose for this Evo for 60,000 coins. If it was 3 playstyle plus and the exact same stats, great. That's actually fine. Just because the 3 playstyle pluses, there were 3 good ones. Yes, the stats are average. Yes, you can still buy better cards on the market for cheaper. But at least you can put one of your chains into it and maybe get a nice third playstyle plus. It's literally useless. It makes no sense. Maybe for some change somewhere down the line there's a point for this. Like, look at the stats on Marmouche there. If this was a month ago, that would be insane, right? Finesse, low driven, and good stats. Maybe you get in someone's team. This makes no sense. I don't get it. And the state of the game with Evos right now means that the only Evos worth doing is what I'm doing right here, chain evolutions. Look at my Cruyff, by the way. 87 rated, 90, 92, 90, 91 with finesse and low driven. That's actually great. But I've got to wait for a really good final evolution to give him a third playstyle plus. But at this rate, boys, that might come at footies. So we don't know. We really don't know. We've got some news on Evo leaks, and we talk on Twitter in a minute. Make sure you don't miss those. The Evo leaks we've got on Twitter is interesting. Let me put it that way. It's interesting, okay? So, yeah, I don't know. Boys and girls. I think the Evo's in a void, honestly. How often have I said Evo's in a void recently? I feel like the Timeless Mitro and the Swan of Utrecht are avoids, and Evos are never meant to be avoids. They're just meant to be maybes. Them two are both avoids. It's 160,000 coins wasted on cards that you can just get on the market. Now, if you've got really good chains for them, let me know, but I'm really, really not a fan. We did get an objective that's probably better than the Evo content, which is kind of crazy to say. EA are following through with their promise of Silver Team of the Seasons. However, and I'm sure you guys will agree, no one really cares about this card. Even for Evolutions, like, no one cares. They give him really nice playstyles, and I think the reason they give him really nice playstyles is because no one cares about that card. Now, maybe it's the 1 or 2 people that, you know, the Trent Scout biggest fans, and, you know, you support the team, you're from Denmark, whatever. This card no one's doing. Now, you get it for free with the objective, but this card literally no one is doing. The actual thing with objectives that does actually matter, once again, I'm going to finish Gauntlet today. I've done most of it now. I just need to finish it. If you've done Gauntlet, great. If not, go and do it. We get the Gauntlet refreshed today. And like I say, in terms of the packs on the game right now, Gauntlet's always the best ones. The Trophy Titans pick there is nice, but the 10x86 for completing Ultimate Gauntlet 15, you kind of have to go and do that. Like, getting that pack elsewhere, like in the store or from an SBC, would cost so much. Going and getting it, not for free, because it's time invested in Gauntlet, but it is really nice to get that. And let's move on to these Prem Team of the Season leaks. I'm almost laughing about them. It's really weird. Now, before we do that, of course, we'll be doing our Champs rewards on the little Jead channel, but I just wanted to let you ask you guys, who do we all get from the red picks? You've seen some red Messis before. I've not opened mine yet, so I want to know what the weight is like from our red rewards. So who did you guys get from the red picks? Let me know. Did you get 1 player pick? Did you get 2 player picks? And who did you get? Who can I expect to get from mine? But yeah, let's jump into these Prem Team of the Season leaks, man. So I'm sure you guys will have seen on the thumbnail at the start of the video, we've got a João Pedro Team of the Season. And I don't know, man. You guys watch Premier League as much as I do, I assume. What are we doing? And it doesn't stop there, by the way. This gets worse. Now, João Pedro had an okay season. He was in the voting fair. He should definitely have been in the voting, by the way. Chelsea in the last few weeks, though, maybe this was planned from a while ago. Does Haaland not get in because of this? Remember, there's no Arsenal attackers in the Prem Team of the Season vote. But this is going to keep getting weirder, by the way. Now, we don't have official stats of these cards. It is a predicted card. The next one we can see, as we got there, is Ryan Cherky. This one we can all agree on. This one's fine. This one's absolutely fine. And after his goal yesterday in the Arsenal game, he should be a really nice card. And imagine how expensive that's going to be on the market, by the way, with all the Evos. They could give him, like, Trickster and maybe not ruin him, but make him a little bit less sought after. But they should definitely give him Technical. They could definitely give him Low Driven or Finesse and maybe give him Trickster alongside of it. He's going to be an absolutely insane card. And that is one that we want to be doing the pack grind for, get the coins for. I'll probably use him in Weekend League because we've got the coins for it. That's a really hyped one, right? But Pedro's the first sign of something a little bit weird. And like I say, this does get just not worse, but weirder. It really does. The next one we've got, along with that, is where we got it. Ekatike. Now, this is... I'm not sure Haaland's getting one. We could get a Haaland leak by the time this video comes out. It would make no sense, by the way. I think Haaland has to get one. It would make no sense if Haaland doesn't. But the first 2 players getting leaked, Ekatike and João Pedro. Now, you guys know I'm a Liverpool fan. I am buzzing for Ekatike to get one. We have no idea whether he's going to be a blue or purple card. I think he'll be one of the lower rated ones. But an Ekatike card, that's going to be beautiful for my team just on Weekend League. And should be a nice card in game. This card was pretty meta at the start of the game. So we have Ekatike. We've got Cherky, we've got João Pedro. I mean, you could argue Ekatike and João Pedro, right? Like, already that's 2 out of 3 questionable. I think Ekatike should have been in, but I'm biased. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But this one is... it's okay, there's no card on screen, but have a little read of this, boys. There's going to be a lot of Chelsea, right? This is what people saying. A lot of Chelsea in Team of the Season. Okay, so, like, what does that mean? 4 Chelsea cards. And by the way, it's confirmed to not include women here, Which 4 Chelsea cards are getting a team of the season? Which 4 Chelsea cards deserve a team of the season? Maybe I'm just being recency biased because Chelsea have lost the last 4 games in a row. So again, maybe it's just recency biased and I'm letting that cloud my judgment. But 4 feels a little bit steep, no? Who do you have in? Do you have Caicedo? Reece James surely makes it. Does Cucurella make it? I guess you have a right back and left back with James and Cucurella. Of course, João Pedro makes it. Does Cole Palmer make it? He's not done anything this season. I don't know. I think 4 Chelsea players is really strange. Now, it's not just the fact there's 4 Chelsea players. The fact there's 4 Chelsea players means who's missing out? Now, it is also confirmed, I'll see if I can find the league. It is also confirmed that Arsenal have the most team of the season players in the entire team. So Arsenal must have at least 5 players. So who is that there? Gabriel, Raya, Declan Rice, Timber. Who else is in there? Who are the 5 Arsenal players? I'm not quite sure. Liverpool fans will be okay with team of the season. Maybe we see a SUBSRIBE and Van Dijk, even though a lot of people don't want to see a Van Dijk in team of the season. They're very against it. But you can see EA doing it for the packs. And they've also had Everton getting a card. So that could be James Garner. We'll have to see who the Everton card is. Could be Illiman and Jead. That'd be pretty nice. Does that mean there's like no more Man City cards when they're probably favourites now to go on and win the league? Did we just get Cherky and Semenyo? Maybe. Who did we get? Did we get a Nico O'Reilly team of the season? I don't know. It just seems very strange. I think 4 Chelsea players. I think the big thing to take from all of this is I think the teams lower down the table are going to get absolutely stiffed. I think we're going to see some big 6 bias in this team of the season. Now, I guess not big 6 because let's be honest, the Tottenham get one. You can sack it all off. But I think you're going to see some really big 6 bias. Chelsea with 4, Arsenal with 5, Liverpool with 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't know. Really, really strange. Now, we'll see if we get any more team of the season Prem leagues coming through from this video. But we've got an Evo leak for today. And what do you see on your screen right there? You see an 88 rated evolution. Now, this is a chain evolution. So everyone calm your titties, right? This is a chain evolution. Does that mean it's great for the game? No, not necessarily. But it's a left back or right back. And I think we have needed a left back or right back. So I don't mind that in that sense. But I just think that the big evolutions is what everyone's craving, right? Team of the season last year was based on big evolutions, right? Team of the year and big promos in the past were based on big evolutions. And EA are clearly trying to slow the power curve down. I'm going to jump onto that in a second because EA might genuinely just be trying to slow the Evo power curve down, which makes no sense. But a left back or right back chain evolution set to come today. Do you guys still have an 88 rated fullback that you might want to Evo in your team? Or do you just have a fullback card that you've got a big chain going on that might benefit from this? Because if it's a chain evolution that doesn't improve the rating, despite Evos being shocking right now, this could actually be okay. If you've got a card like Nico O'Reilly who can play left back and centre mid, maybe he's got a big chain on that you've been doing for a while, could actually end up being a decent chain Evo. But again, we'll have to wait and see. No one really cares about these. They are good for cards in the background. But we want those big evolutions to come through, and I'm just not seeing that right now. Top of this, we're also getting Season Pass leaks. Now, you guys got 500,000 coins to buy next Team of the Season Pass? Let me know. Are you guys going to buy it? Does anyone else think these World Tour cards have been overdone a little bit and now they're kind of like getting towards the end of the game? No one's really thinking about doing these anymore. So last year, for example, the big rewards were Ferran Torres team of the season. And now we're kind of getting the big rewards as kind of the, what would you say, like the World Tour cards as these main cards. So you got Xerxes and Ansu Fati, I believe, official cards. And they look really nice, by the way. But it all depends on when we can get them. This Ansu Fati card, if you give me this card today, I would love it. If you give me this card in 4 weeks, in like a month's time, different conversations, right? Because by that point, you've nearly got a full team of the season team, even just like some red rewards in there as well. So they're 3 playstyle plus, which is nice, but it also depends on when we get them. We get a Xerxes there. We've got a Shithole, which I think is a funny name. That's, you know, close to a shithole. But Foster's in there as well. He looks decent. But again, when are we getting these cards? These 2 you'd think would be very early on in the season pass. They look to me already like they're getting towards Gauntlet cards. I mean, they are 3 playstyle plus, and both of them have at least 2 really good playstyle plus, and Shithole actually has 3 really good playstyle plus. But yeah, they're looking already close to being Gauntlet cards, which is really depressing to say when Season Pass is pretty much always the best content all season, or at least some of the most valuable content for the packs at least. And maybe the packs will save this again. Now, not to do with stats here, these are predicted stats, but we also have Iniesta, Casillas, and Xabi Alonso confirmed coming in the Season Pass. I don't know. Maybe that could be really hype. We've already had a few promo Iniesta cards. Maybe this one could be really good if it's 3 playstyle plus, or maybe even 4 playstyle plus. It could be 4 playstyle plus and be the last card in the season pass, and that'd be really nice. Another goalkeeper's fine with Casillas, but we just got Oliver Kahn in the last one. Do people really want another goalkeeper? I'm not sure. Xabi Alonso to me feels like he'll be quite early on, or maybe he actually will be the free reward right at the end of the season pass, and they give him a crap card with 4 playstyle plus. We'll have to wait and see, but this just doesn't live up to the hype for me for Tots, Ferran Torres, and Ribery of last season's or last year's season pass, what we got in Team of the Season. I feel like last one was much more hype. No one really seems to be caring about this, and it is the Team of the Season pass. Now, once again, in the SC26 community, it is time for that debate. Before we jump into the market, we're going to jump into how we're scamming the market, by the way, because we've made about, I don't know how many million goods made recently, and then spent it all on Messi and Team of the Season cards. But yeah, we're going to scam the market in a second and so we can buy. But But in that time of the year again, when it's all, let's talk about why the game is bad, which it's a little bit of a joke at this point, but at the same time, it's kind of valid. Now, who do you notice here on the team of the season? The Twitch homepage for FC26, your boy on Twitch. Come and get involved. Now, the sad news is, this was a tweet by the Penfest to say how bad the game is. Like, he's almost saying the fact that absolute washed wannabes like BigJead are on the first page shows how washed the game is. So a little backhand there from Net. But you know what, Net? It's all right. I'll let you off on this one. No, but he's saying basically, again, you read the tweet there. The hype isn't there for team of the season. It's day 3. I feel like in previous years, we'd still be riding that wave, and it feels like already everyone's rid the wave on Friday and Saturday and then come back down, and now no one cares. Now, maybe Prem will revive that a little bit. Let's be honest, will it too much? Probably not. I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think? Because I'm not going to do a big ranting video. I don't do that here if I can avoid it. But what do you guys think? How are you guys enjoying the game? How are you guys enjoying the menu grind? I think that's more valuable than asking a creator, asking the people that play the game daily and don't make any money from it. How are you feeling about the game? Are you feeling about quitting, or are you just really enjoying it and you feel like all the negativity is overdone? Let me know. What could add to that negativity, though, is that next 3 evolutions are max 88 rated. So I did say we have some more interesting Evo news later on in the video, and here it is. Next 3 evolutions are max 88 rated. Now, you could say that one of those today is the chain, and maybe one of those in a few days is a chain, but that means there's an in-between. There at least one of those Evos is a big Evo, like a big paid-for Evo, and it's max 88 rated. Now, could it be a max 88 rated that gives 3 playstyle plus? It definitely could, and we don't know that. But is that not really strange that we need a bit of hype back in the game with a team of the season Evo, and they're giving us a max 88 rated one just to, I don't know, give us nothing? It kind of makes no sense. I don't really understand. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking right now in terms of the game. Now, let's talk about scamming the absolute crap out of the market, because we've had a lot of fun recently. A lot of Roberto Carlos. A lot of these cards are sort of bought and sold for the team, so don't worry too much about them. This Fernando Hierro card, this Rain Gravenberch, this Rudiger, the Tonali card, the big cards at the end like Hazard and Fabregas. Boys and girls, I've been scamming the market like crazy recently. Essentially, a lot of this is price fixing. Now, some of them are just regular trades, like Reinders and Saliba. On them two, for example, combined, probably made about 150,000 coins, which is great. But the Roberto Carlos specifically, the Hincapié, not Hincapié, Jesus, the Hierro and the Rudigers were all price fixes. And you guys ask me a lot, what do you mean by price fixing? This Roberto Carlos, right? There's so little supply on this game right now for these rare cards, because we're getting towards team of the season. Think about how many people are listed at Roberto Carlos during like the end of April, right? So there's so little supply on these cards. When I bought these Roberto Carloses, there was 4 of them listed on the market for between 450 and 500,000 coins. And I think there was 7 on the market total, let's say. I just bought them all because he's had recent sales history between 500 and 600,000 coins, like earlier that day. So I just bought them all and listed them at these staggered prices. You can see, right? I listed one at 553, one at 559, one at 589, one at 600. All of them sold. I don't know what combined profit that is. Maybe 250,000 coins. Hierro, we did the exact same. There was something sketchy going on with Hierro. Even though this promo is really recent, there's not that many pages of 93 Hierro on the market. People are just not listing them up. All of these cards you're seeing here with Hierro that you can see the prices on, all were bought for between 95 and 100,000 coins. What's the profit there on some really cheap cards? Again, 100 to 150,000 coins, 200,000 coins. We did the same on Rudiger. These FUT birthday cards have no supply. Bought them all at 150, sold at 180, 190, 180. Like, you could do this on so many cards. These answer the call cards are so rare, and there's only one of Gravenberch and one of Tonali there. You can price fix the hell out of those cards as well. Nico Williams answer the call is insane for it. Don't be afraid to go and price fix cards if you've got the money for it. Now, of course, if you guys are on a low budget, we're going to be doing a full-on trading video, I think, tomorrow or the day after, because getting 100,000 coins like an hour on Team of the Season right now is so easy. I think I'm going to do a full dedicated video to that tomorrow, or like I say, the day after, just about how to make as many coins as possible. So you can buy those cards like Ryan Cherky and João Pedro when they come out next week, because let's be honest, that's what we all want. But if you're on a higher budget as well, don't be afraid to price fix some of these cards and just get involved in trading in general. Of course, standard things, be liquid for Friday. Make sure you're in the Discord as well. If you're not, again, missing out. I always say that, but it's still free, so why not? And you know, just stay around and watch these daily videos. But in general, it's not that hard at the minute just to flip these cards, find some price fixes. If you're asking me how I found these cards, I found these ones specifically on FUTGG Momentum, but you can find them anywhere you want. You can just find them on FUTBin. You can find them just looking around the market. There was no tactic here. I took a look at Roberto. Oh my God, pardon me. I took a look at Roberto Carlos because he looked low on the market. I seen that there was 4 of them at that low point, so I just bought them all and listed them higher. Really strange, but you can do it on so many cards and works really nicely. Not all year round, but towards the end of the game cycle, really nicely, especially when there's a lot of demand for these cards. People buying weekend league teams for Team of the Season. In terms of what we can do right now, though, it's going to be pretty easy again. I mean, we'll do a full video on like in-depth of trading tomorrow, like I say, but it's going to be pretty easy again. It's weekend league right now. Provisions upgrade are still out. I think you still buy 85s. Not at this price. Just buy them at that 700 bid price. It'll be really easy, by the way. Do it during weekend league, like until... I think weekend league's extended to Wednesday today, which means there's going to be more supply of 85s for longer. But still, it means that as soon as the weekend league supply dries up, there's not going to be anyone getting these 85s in packs. So you've got a little while to get them. But I think if you start getting them now at 700 coins on bids, I think by Wednesday afternoon, they should be about 1.2, 1.3, which it doesn't sound like a lot. But if you got all your coins into that, you're getting close to doubling your coins on something during team of the season. Really, really nice. Like, I would not touch high-rated fodder again. You guys keep asking me about high-rated fodder, and it just keeps going lower, and then goes up a little bit, and it goes lower. So I'm just avoiding it. 1.8 to 1.7 thousand coins. Not 1.8, 88 rated at 1.7 thousand coins. What's happened to the beautiful game? I mean, it does mean we can go do the player SBCs like Son and Royce and stuff. But yeah, what's happened to the beautiful game? But 85s and 86s at 700 coins, I don't mind that one bit. The big one, though, is Team of the Season cards. When can we buy Team of the Season cards? I think there's a very, 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 very small window to buy and sell these cards. Now, what I mean by that is that because Champs is extended till Wednesday, you realistically want to sell these cards if you buy them Wednesday night. Wednesday night, we should get some more SBCs, and we should get some today and tomorrow, where they require Team of the Seasons or Team of the Weeks, right? But we'll get this supply running out Wednesday morning. So Wednesday, 8 a.m. UK is when the new weekend league ends, right? Because they updated it. So that means we'll get no more supply of these from Wednesday morning. We're going to need a lot of them Wednesday night. But then at Rivals Rewards Thursday morning, we're going to get a lot of supply again, right? So I think if you have two options to buy them, you buy them right now, like right now, today and Tuesday morning or whatever, and then you sell them Wednesday night. And you have to sell them for like 1,000 or 2,000 coins profit. And I'm talking fodder cards, by the way. We're going to talk big end team of the season cards. But if you go cheapest player by rating, I'm talking Najar is the 91, Hatton is the 91, Ayala is the 91. I'm talking St. Clair, Dominguez, Valente is the 92s, and even the 93s. I wouldn't go 94s and higher, by the way, but I'd go up to 91, 92, 93. Maybe spread your bets between them and get them as cheap as possible on bids. Always going to be bids. You're not going to be able to win crazy bids. So, for example, this guy over here is 17,000 coins. This Noah, you might be able to win him for like 16 or 15.5 thousand coins because there's too much competition on these cards. If you can get lower, go for it. On PC, you might even have to just like snipe a few of them. Like, it's harder to bid, obviously, but honestly, Team of the Seasons is a buy now. Sell lazy just constantly throughout the day. Don't not lazy sell them. List them up every single hour for a few thousand coins above. But yeah, Wednesday night could be a really good sell. If not, I think we buy these cards Thursday morning with rival rewards, and then you sell them again Thursday night and Friday night before we then get weekend league supply again on Friday night, and the cycle repeats. So I don't mind that one bit. I actually prefer the fodder cards. So I know a lot of you guys will be wondering about the big end cards like the Serie A, the Eredivisie, MLS. I actually prefer the fodder cards. I know it's a little bit more boring, but I think it's going to do really well. All the SBCs now we're getting require Team of the Season or Team of the Weeks, so I think they'll do really well. If you're someone that's held Team of the Weeks, you can see, because they're still required in SBCs for some of the players as well, they're starting to rise. I sold mine, I told you guys, at about 18,000 coins, and I said I think they're going to go higher, but I want to be liquid for Team of the Season. And good job I did, because obviously since we sold, I'm now up 3 or 4 million coins, but they're up again. They're up again 3,000 coins. If you're still holding, maybe you just still hold. I mean, we're getting no more supply of Team of the Weeks. I do think you sell very soon, though. I do think you sell within a week, just because there's no need to hold right until the end of the Team of the Season. I don't see them hitting 30,000 coins. They might peak at like 23, 24, before we then, like, they kind of become a little bit redundant, as everyone's just got Team of the Seasons. They can put in SBCs, and the requirements, like, change. But maybe you start late selling these already at 22 or 23,000 coins. There's no reason not to. So if you bought Team of the Weeks, GG, you've nearly doubled your coins, which is beautiful. In terms of the big end Team of the Season cards, or just any of them that hold value because they're meta, so not just Modric, I mean any of them that like 100,000 coins plus, I do think we can start to see the low on some of these sort of today and tomorrow morning. So I know weekend league's extended to Wednesday. I think you start to see the low soon. If it is looking a bit murky on these cards, feel free to stay away and try to fodder cards. But I don't much mind picking these up and then again selling them for a Prem Team of the Season. If you guys think about it, right, people are going to want a Modric, a Prem Team of the Season. It's probably more hype than, well, it is more hype than this week's Team of the Season. So people are going to buy this card. Now, the exact low point is tough because the Champs has been extended, so it's a little bit different. But I think, for example, tonight, tomorrow morning, picking up a Modric card, if he looks cheaper than this, looking to sell him on like sort of Friday midday or even Friday sort of 8, 9 p.m. as people build their Prem Team of the Season teams. It's risky, by the way. I'm never going to hold a card like this into Friday 6 p.m. But could pay off big time. Nico Paz, McTominay, even cards like Bremer, this guy that the pros love, and Jacob Raymond, I have no idea how to say his name. Cards like this could be a great pickup, but the cheaper ones anyway, I think we pick up at rival rewards. So anything that's maybe below 300,000 coins, or it's hard to put an exact number on it, we pick up at rival rewards because that's when they'll get more supply. The really expensive ones, I might pick up before then, take a look at flipping them before next weekend's weekend league again as people buy their team for Prem TOTS. But that's what I'm looking at doing with these Team of the Season cards anyway. So boys and girls, get yourself in that free Discord, of course, if you want, you know, some more coins ready for Prem Team of the Season. What do you think about the leaks though? What do you think about the Prem Team of the Season leaks with the 4 Chelsea players? I think it's the biggest one, which is really strange. And yeah, just in general, boys and girls, appreciate the support during Team of the Season. So many people are being negative, and I feel like we've at least got one of the most positive communities around. I mean, sometimes the game is pretty woeful with what they do with the content, but I feel like we've got one of the better communities around, and that's, again, thanks to you guys. So really do appreciate the support. Subscribe if you are new. A lot of you guys might think you're subscribed, you watch the videos daily, you check down, and you're still not. So just have a little check. Maybe you're not, but yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.